Hey guys, this is Miguel with In Plain Sight Security and Readiness. Alright, making part 2 video of the series, The Evolution of the Prepper. Now in the first video, I talk about rookie preppers, what they do, and pretty much mistakes they made, how their approach, how they get into prepping. In this video here is my part 2 video. It's going to be more about veteran preppers and the difference in between both. So, in my opinion, a veteran prepper is someone who has been prepping for a while now, years. Someone who's practiced their skills, who've, learned from their mistakes, who have experienced some kind of SHTF situation, whatever they were prepping for, maybe they experienced it by now. So like me, I'm gonna go with my opinion and my experience. And the reason I am, because I believe I fall under this category, even though I don't look at myself as a prepper, but I know most will probably think I would be, and pretty much categorize myself in this category. Now, me. First thing I will tell you is the mentality that I was in when I was a rookie compared to now is like totally different. One thing, there is a confidence level that I have now that I didn't have as a rookie. I have experience now. Me, most of the stuff I prepare for is, stuff that will happen to me when I'm out and about, or, storms, stuff like that occur while I'm here in Florida. So since I've been through plenty of stuff, I've gotten a lot of confidence. I know where I'm at. I've been there, done that. So mentally wise, I'm at a whole new level. Another thing about being a veteran prepper, I guess you can say, is, and it's kind of funny because a lot of us who are, they can relate to this, is you have so much junk now. I mean, you've tested out certain stuff. You've done a whole bunch of DIY stuff. For example, I've tried several different variations of how to make a rocket stove or some kind of stove, a solar, oven, stuff like that. I mean, a lot of us who are veterans, we've done that stuff. We've made stuff and we've experimented with it. We tried it out in the elements. Me, I made a rocket stove out of 2 cans, a can of beans, and I pretty much put a can of Campbell's chicken noodle soup in one, drill the holes, and then voila, I made this rocket stove. And I'm telling you, all I did was use twigs and whatnot to provide the fuel for the stove. And I mean, that thing worked like a charm. Within, like, I want to say 2-3 minutes, it was boiling water. I had one of those military style canteen cups, had water in it, and before you know it, it was boiling water. And that's experience. I've tested myself. I've trained. I've gathered knowledge, and I applied it. And now I know that I can make a rocket stove out of multiple things. And I know if I'm out in the elements, I'll be able to provide some kind of a heating source and, water purification. Just like that. Also, I mean, you just have a lot of junk. Like, I've modified my bug out bag or get home bag, whatever you want to call it, so many times with so many different knives, water filtration devices, food, gear, flashlights, you name it. I have so much shit now because I've been doing this throughout the years. I've always upgraded. I've tried new things. Better stuff has come out, or I've upgraded to better quality, and I just don't need the shit anymore because I know my abilities. I've trained, I've practiced, I've been through this shit, and I know what I need. And I'm going to tell you right now, any veteran prepper will tell you, they got a bunch of shit that they had from when they started, because when you do, you think, oh, I'm going to need this, I'm going to need that. And next thing you know, you got a 100-pound backpack. And as you start learning what you're capable of doing, if you've gone through anything, or if you practice your skills, you had this mentality of prepping that you become resourceful, you adapt, you overcome. You hear this term: the more you know, the less you carry. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's how it will be. Because once you've practiced, once you've rehearsed, once you've gone through all this stuff, and then you got that mentality and you have that confidence, you don't need that much stuff. Also, as being a veteran prepper, back to like the title, you evolve. You're constantly evolving. You're becoming better. You're learning new stuff. You're trying different techniques. For example, my food pantry. I was the one, at first I was like, everything has to be 25-year shelf life. This is what I'm going to do. It has the long haul. Doing the 5-gallon buckets of rice and beans and all the freeze-dry stuff. And where now, the system I have now, I do the whole recycling pantry. So in my pantry, I have several different things, canned items, freeze-dry, rice, you name it. But what I do is I have up to 6 months worth supply of this stuff, of food. But I monitor what I have in there. So I use the stuff before it expires and I replace it at the same time at the grocery. So you're constantly recycling your pantry. And for me, that's what works best for me, But that's one of those things that when you're getting into prepping, you're not too familiar with, but then it almost become a way of life that you don't even think about it. It's not something that like, oh, I forgot about this. It's like you're so fine tuned with it, you don't even think about it. And then also, you've experienced this stuff, you've rehearsed, or you trained so much that you notice that your bag doesn't work as good as you did, so you've already upgraded out of the bag. You thought this route would be their best route for bugging out and stuff like that. You found out it's not the best route. There's another route. You've been camping. You brought your family out, and the first time you did, it didn't work out, and then you kept trying new ways, and now you're to the point where you tell your family, "Hey, we gotta go." Your vehicle's loaded up in 10 minutes, and boom, you're on your way to your bug out location. And this is, like I said, when you're a veteran, all this stuff is easy, comes to you like second nature, and you know what you're going to do. Because one, you have all the gear. Two, you train with it. You practice it. You've probably already been there, done that, gone through the situation before, and you have this confidence. You have the experience, so you don't worry. And to me, that's the big difference between a rookie and a veteran prepper. So, guys, thanks for watching the video. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button on the button there, on the bottom there. If you like my videos, I'm gonna do better to get better videos and more videos out. But go ahead and leave me some feedback. Let me know how you feel about this video. And like always, be humble, stay alert, and always be ready. Till next time, guys.